Hello there and welcome back to this practice session. So today we are going to be doing the viola and we're doing the Schradieck School of Violin Techniques Book 1, Number 1, Etude 1. We're going to do lines 1, 2, and 3 with no repeats, and we're going to work on doing 2 notes slurred. We're going to go really slowly and you're going to hear 4 clicks from the metronome for each bow. So for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're gonna first start by getting the bow kind of programmed. And then the next step is we're going to do 2 clicks for each note. 1, 2, 3, 4. So try and use your bow equally. 1, sorry, let me count with the metronome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you're gonna hear a cello drone on the note D in the background. We're using the note D because this is on the D string, and I want you to have an opportunity to practice hearing consonant intervals, which sound nice. So if this is D, whenever you play your second finger F sharp, it's a major third. It should sound beautiful consonant. If it sounds like this, you hear how that doesn't sound good anymore. So consonant intervals, we can use our ear to tune. Dissonant intervals, so whenever you play first finger, for example, with the note D, that is a dissonant interval. It doesn't mean it's out of tune. Dissonant just is the dark side of consonant, right? You have consonant, you have dissonant, and dissonant intervals are harder to hear. It's hard to do that with fourth finger. So anyway, you're going to hear that in the background as well. Okay, we're going to do lines 1 through 4, but first we're going to program the bow like I said. So let me pop the drone on. Let's put the metronome, it's at 84 if you're curious. We're gonna hold the note D for 4 clicks. Let's get our bow hand, thumb and middle finger. That's the first joint. Other fingers wrap around, wrist drops hand, and we're gonna drop the whole thing on the D string, okay? Try and breathe through this process. 2, 3, 4. The left hand just so you can hear it. Okay, so let's give it our best shot. 2 notes slurred. Using the whole bow. 2 clicks for the first note, 2 clicks for the last note, or for the second note I should say. 1, 2, 3, 4. your first time doing this little practice video, you might want to pause it, do a little practice on your own. Keep your metronome at 84. If that's too fast for you, try putting your metronome at 72 or 60 or 50. And your first step is to try to program your bow so that your bow arm is comfortable with that speed. And see if you can kind of get that into muscle memory. Just keep that going. And then you're gonna add the left hand, having 2 clicks for each note, okay? And just a tip with the left hand is that you want your left hand, when you put the finger down, to be like a little hammer. And when you pick the finger up, you want it to happen quickly, because if you take your time, it's gonna be like bleh. So quick left hand movements, but keeping your hand relaxed. Like if you just, oh, there's my hand. It's relaxed, right? But if you were to just, you notice where that is coming from. It's not that you're doing this and then squeezing. You have that kind of hammer-like action coming from the bass joints right here, right? So anyway, in the next video, we're going to do 2 notes slurred and 2 notes separate, and this is a really great exercise. So hopefully you can work on this one, and the next week I will see you for 2 notes slurred and 2 notes separate. Happy practicing.